Well, hello rally friends, it's the end of day one here at the Otago rally. We're in downtown Dunedin, and Lisa, it's a fabulous way to end the day here. It's the only tarmac stage of the event, but it's a bit special, isn't it?
Oh, it's very special. It's also one of those as drivers and co-drivers you get concerned about, because you can't win it here, but you can absolutely lose it here.
You really can lose it here, but we have had some wonderful rallying on the gravel stages. It was almost a perfect day. We had a little bit of rain to keep the dust down, but we had stages that were beautifully prepared. Let's talk about the classic four-wheel drives first. Our first cars on the road this morning. Tim Smith in that H6 Subaru.
H6,
What's an N6? I don't know. The H6 Subaru did a great job being first on the roads.
Yes, every time you saw him, it just looked amazing.
Yeah.
He was getting the maximum out of the car. It was quite good to watch.
He really did. He leads by 4.5 minutes at the end of the day. We caught up with him a little bit earlier on. Your lead is, well, healthy, I suppose, is the way to describe it at the end of the day. But that doesn't tell the whole story, because you opened the road out there. First of all, tell us how difficult that's been today with the amount of gravel.
It's been tricky. Like, I've been talking to people like Hayden, and I've been talking to even a lot of the older guys in the rally, even Greg Graham, and they tell me all the time that, like, being first on the road, you can do anything you want. You know, it's a blank canvas, so you can just go for it. And they weren't wrong. You can do whatever you want. So it's been a challenging day for me, sort of learning how to do it. I'd done it before in 23, but I'd never, not a full day.
No. Yeah, a really super drive from Tim Smith out there today. I can't underestimate how difficult it was being first on the road. Always a challenge, but at least a lot of people. Classic two-wheel drive, the battle between Pardon and Meek.
Yes.
It's all over halfway through the first stage. What happened?
Yes, so disappointing. Well, mechanical. It's just, it's rallying. It doesn't matter who you are, there is always a possibility of something like that will just jump out.
But with any car, mechanicals do happen. What did that mean? It meant that Chris Meek then, the pressure was off, but he still had to drive because Dean Buist is no slouch, and he chased him down and kept him honest.
Absolutely, and Dean will do his best to get as close as he can. That's what he's good at, particularly in the forestry stuff. This morning he had a really good run, and that's where Dean shines in any forestry stages. He just is amazing.
Oh, I mean, this morning I think he was playing with me because he let me get close, and then now he's just punishing me.
How difficult has it been though out there? Because I hear the conditions are pretty slippery.
Yeah, I think the first two stages were really good. The ones in the middle were a bit loose because they had a lot of gravel, and that last one was really hard work. You know, I'm not going to beat him, and I knew that last year, so I'm just trying to hopefully him not get too far away. But yeah, that didn't work then. That
last proper stage this afternoon, Chris, you seem to find something extra in there.
Yeah, it's just with these escorts, you know, when you get out there, it took me 1 or 2 stages to get into the rhythm of a Mark II escort again on these super high speed stages. You know, you're arriving at corners at 100 mph plus, out over a blind crest, and knowing where to rotate the car. It's so foreign compared to an R5 car or a World Rally car. You know, you have to be so careful where you place these cars, but once you get into the rhythm of it, superb, absolutely sublime.
Yeah, I got to say, Lisa, it does look as if Chris Meek has once again really enjoyed himself out there. You know, you're a regular competitor, one of the most experienced co-drivers here. Does it ever surprise you when, you know, some of these European drivers come across and they just discover these stages for the first time and say how great they are? Is it a surprise? I guess it's not.
No, not a surprise at all. We're lucky. We know how good they are.
Yeah.
We get to do them year after year. Yeah. So it's no surprise when they come over and they actually see what we have got here.
He's had the biggest smile, he really has all day. Now, what about our New Zealand Rally Championship? I have to say a very big thank you to Brian Green. It is the Brian Green Properties New Zealand Rally Championship. How good is it to see this man back out rallying? He's had a bit of a difficult time of it, at least, but you know, he's one of the most incredible benefactors to rallying in New Zealand. He's such an enthusiastic rally man. So good to see him back.
Oh, absolutely. It wouldn't happen without Brian's support.
Yeah.
So it's just critical.
Is it 15 years, I think I read, that he's been sponsoring the championship now?
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
Wow, really great stuff, and good to see Brian back out again. Let's talk then about the battle. That opening stage, Lisa, we looked at the times when they came through, and I looked and went, there must be a mistake there. Young Jack Stokes, it was an incredible drive from him this morning in the opening stage in particular.
Absolutely, yes, and that's the first time he's been in that AP4. So he's come from the two-wheel drive R2 cars, which he drove extremely well, and he's managed to transfer all of that experience and knowledge straight into the AP4.
Ben Hunt said to me, "You just won that stage," and I was like, "Nah, you're having me on." Yes, because it was pretty slippery. It sort of felt a wee bit awkward, but yeah, pretty surprising.
Adapted to the four-wheel drive to that car incredibly quickly. Normally you would dial yourself in. Do you feel there's still more to come?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think the basis of what I've come from, the front-wheel drive cars, really helped, and having Robbie as well, basically going for rides with him and seeing what the car can do has made it a lot easier.
It's been a tremendous fight out there today. Ben and Robbie just got in front of you at the end of the day. But if there's more to come tomorrow, can you reel them back in? Is there an opportunity for you to get some time back tomorrow and perhaps push for the win?
I don't know, to be honest. We have to just regroup tonight, go over the notes and just push tomorrow and see where we end up, I think.
It's astonishing. It's his first stage in a four-wheel drive car and he wins it against
Absolutely.
people that have won championships, people that have won many, many stages.
Absolutely.
Do you know, when you're looking at young talent, when you're thinking who might be the next big thing, those kind of achievements are what stand out.
Absolutely. And not only that, he actually has a new co-driver.
Wow.
So him and Hayden haven't worked together before. So two young guys coming up through is just fantastic.
Well,
Very impressive.
Really, really impressive, and well done to young Jack Stokes. He's still very much in the battle for the lead here. His brother Robbie Stokes, so just pipping him at the end of the day, and we're talking seconds, fractions of a seconds between them. Robbie, we know, has got skill, has got talent. Sometimes he's found it a little difficult to put it all together, though, but he's put it together today.
Absolutely. And I was talking to him before, and he said they made some changes at one of the services, and it's just settled it the way he's now comfortable. So he's just going ahead in leaps and bounds. And it is left-hand drive, so for him that's also new, but he's really getting to grips with it this afternoon.
Tell me what you did. What was it you changed?
Anti-robot change, yeah.
As easy as that. Tell me, have you been surprised by the pace of your little brother out there this morning? He was sensational.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. It's a very fast car. Anyone that drives it, Brendan Reeves, when he drove it in 2021, he was leading the rally when it had an issue, but it's a very, very fast car down here, those AP4s, and Jack's a very good driver. I'm really proud of how he's done throughout the day, and I'm just happy to be back in front of him right now, as it is, but yeah, no, it's good fun.
Basically got to hide behind the van. I'm so, invested in this, and it was super cool to see the times from stage one. I was so proud of the boys. They'd only done minimal testing. We only got the Skoda on Friday last, and Jack's done a little wee run in the AP4, so to do that was just fantastic.
Yeah, a really super day from the Stokes boys. We'll talk about Ben Hunt in a second, because my fellow countryman Ali, we were hoping to see a bit more action from you, but you had a little problem early on. What happened?
Old age and a long stage, so 2Ks from the end, reactions weren't as good as they should have been. It was on the lock stops one way and then couldn't get it quite back round, so we just nosed down into a wee fresh air drop. But yeah, a native gorse bush managed to prop me up and save me from going too far down. So.
You're right. You're right. I can't get out though.
No damage to the car.
No, absolutely perfect. So we just it was too steep, so we couldn't get it out. We had to wait to get towed out. So, but we got back. Well, we only missed one stage, so then we've been third quickest on all the other ones. So happy enough for that. So.
Not a bad effort, but a little bruised ego perhaps, because a lot of people saw it. It has been caught on camera.
Yeah, so we had a can of Red Bull before Nenthorn to make sure I didn't lose concentration at the end of that one. But yeah, we're all good. So.
Good to see you here at the end of the day. We'll catch you later on.
Excellent.
Lisa, Ben Hunt, reigning New Zealand Rally champion. He's enjoyed himself today. He does lead at the end of the day, but it is so good to see three drivers battling for the win here. And we can't write off, I suppose, young Hawkswood either, but there's three that are so close at the front today. It's wonderful to see.
Oh, isn't it just? And Ben, he's sometimes a little slow out the blocks in the morning. It takes a while to get settled, but as soon as he's into it, then he's just been reeling unfortunately little Jack in, because that's how he works.
But I think that's what we saw today, and I think that's the sign of a quality driver. He never gets concerned, he never gets worried, he never over pushes. He knows it's going to come to him, and he slowly reeled them in today from 15 or 20 seconds behind at one point.
Yes, absolutely, and that is what Ben is good at.
Obviously the forestry stage first thing this morning was pretty challenging, but a light rain, you don't know whether to have the window wipers on or off or what the hell to do, but the young fellas, both the Stokes boys, went awesome today, and we pushed on a little bit at Middlemarch, quite fast roads, so maybe a little bit hindered in an R5 car, but then punch it 2.5 Ks from the end of Longdale, special stage 5, so a bit of a shame, but luckily we went too far, and got through without bleeding too much time.
Yeah, at least we talked about it earlier on. The only tarmac stage of the day, and it's such a contrast to where we've been really for the majority of today. The Rock and Pillar Mountains, the little town of Middlemarch, that incredible landscape up there. It was an absolute joy for me to discover it earlier on in the week. But in terms of rallying there, you've rallied up there before. It's special, isn't it?
Oh, it's very special. Just the road and the rolling nature of it.
Yes.
And it can be distracting. You're looking out there, it's like, wow, oh, hang on, sorry, notes.
I was going to say that. Do you get distracted by that scenery as a co-driver? You're a professional. You surely don't get too distracted.
No, it's just occasionally you'll see something
Yeah.
and you just have to make yourself think, no, hang on, sorry, concentrate.
And do you know what? It does look as if they've all really enjoyed those stages. And it is something that's unique to this rally. The amount of kilometres of stages they can choose from. They keep mixing it up year after year. And we get something new, something that makes us go, wow, year after year. But tomorrow, at least, we head back into more familiar territory.
Yes, some of those stages that we love and we do them year after year after year. They're fantastic.
Finishing with Curry Bush tomorrow. That's going to be
yes.
special for many reasons.
Absolutely, can't wait to see.
Yeah, we really can. It has been a fantastic opening day here, folks, at the Otago Rally. We have very much enjoyed it. At least it's been a joy. Are you looking forward to tomorrow already?
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, nor can I. Big day tomorrow. 140 plus kilometres. There's still a long way to go in this one. We have that tremendous three-way battle at the head of the field. I'm not putting any money on any of those top three. I'd love to see young Jack taking that. That would be such an enormous story. Who's your money on for tomorrow?
I would put my money on Ben.
I think so as well.
Yeah, he's done a lot of those stages plenty of times, and tomorrow will be more comfortable for him. Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? It's a whole lot of kilometres to do yet, so who knows? All it takes is one puncture.
Yeah.
There's anything can happen.
Anything can happen out there. What are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to end up on the top step of the podium? What's your 1, 2, 3 for tomorrow? Let us know in the comments below, folks. It has been a great opening day here at the Otago. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. We'll see you all again tomorrow.